Hello, this is Victor at RestoreMercedes.com. This video is for Mr. Wood in California, and today I'm gonna show real quick the bench test on the Egas module that I received last week. Now, first thing is, we're looking at the sticker here. Let's take a look at this real quick. Okay, so we're looking at the sticker. I see that on this side where it says this is the production date, so it says 05M03, and as you can see, the sticker, the way it looks, it's different look from stickers that you find on old style Egas modules. For example, as you can see, same exact part number on both, but this one was made in 1994. So Mr. Wood, your module is definitely a replacement module. This is how they came back in the day, like original modules, and this is definitely a replacement, and the date confirms that. So somebody before you did replace this module. So the way it's set up right now is it just sits on my bench here, connected with all these wires, and it's also connected to the diagnostic computer laptop. Now, from what I can see here, as you can see, both throttle bodies are energized and they do work. And on top of that, on this particular module, I drove about, I would say 60 plus, and like over 120 miles. That's definitely, and it never failed, never went into limp mode. Now, next thing, let's just just disconnect the linkage here so they don't activate, the throttle bodies don't activate. But we can see both of them are working just fine. Now, you do not have them to open all the way while in diagnostic, because the module does not see other control modules that it should communicate with. So this is how bench test works on the bench. Let's take a look at readings. So we have healthy readings come out from both throttles. 435 for 37.2 volt is not a big deal. Potentiometers change. We have change in voltages when throttles open. I'll try to make the video something like this. So you can see 297, 297, those two supposed to correlate with each other, like supposed to be same values. Bottom ones change. So as you can see, the voltages follow when I open and close the linkage. See 2.37, 2.37, and such and such. So they do change. They do change. And again, if something goes wrong with voltages, then throttle body, both of them shut off. The computer sees the discrepancy and shuts off throttles. So they go into limp mode, the SR light is lit, and that's the end of it. You have to restart the car. Now, because I have the module here connected to diagnostic, I can see the fault memory, right? So I can check out the codes. There's some codes that will be always there because module was installed and removed many times in your car and my car, on the bench, off the bench, and all that stuff. The only thing that I see stored here is that code right there will come up because module was in and out the vehicle many times. This code will also be coming up too, because it does not have other computers connected in chain, so communication fault will come up because there are like 7 computers in the vehicle, and 7 computers talk with each other via communication bus, CAN bus, common access network it is. So anyway, then this code came up. You see there's a code for the passenger side throttle for the potentiometer. Usually it shouldn't be there. So, and then there's another code 209, so you can 208 and 209, and it's also it also refers to the passenger side throttle body. Now I don't know when it was stored and you know what happened there. Maybe it was stored while in your car, so then it gives me an idea that, because in my car I didn't mess with potentiometers or any throttles or mess with it on the bench to get this code to be stored. It's something is not right. So maybe either maybe in your vehicle when you were testing it and trying to figure this out, maybe one throttle was disconnected at some point, connected back again. But usually when throttle is disconnected, usually more codes come up, usually. But I'm just saying, it's like these cars, they can do whatever they want to do, but that code usually is not there. It's just like these codes would come up, but not this one. So it makes me think that there is a possibility, because I cannot see your car, but there might be a possibility that there is something wrong with your passenger side throttle body. Although we spoke on the phone about it, and you know, I told you that if you have these throttle bodies with these small bolts, and you're supposed to have the small bolt case throttles like the little ones, that means that you have these motors inside these throttle bodies that fail all the time. So as a matter of fact, let's just try to do this. Let's try to induce more codes in it. I'm not gonna erase it. Let's see if I can try to induce any more codes before I erase it. I want to clear the module so it's clear without any codes stored. Okay, so we got our actual values. Let me just do this. I'm gonna take the secondary throttle body right here and unplug it. Okay, let's see if we can get more more codes to be stored. It's difficult to do with one hand, to be honest with you, so let me try to do so. Okay, holding the camera and doing it so you can see I'm doing it live, not editing anything. Come on now. These connectors can be very tight, so bear with me for a second. I don't want to drop the camera either. Come on. With one hand holding the camera. Okay, so let me try to set the camera down. Alright, so let's see. Wow, it's tight. Okay. There. So this unit has been unplugged. Second one is still active. Now the live readings, as we can see, they changed, and now we have readings that are totally off. One side is 456 and the other side is 007. So now we'll try to open and close the throttles. So obviously we have one that's still active, and the readings for that one still come up. But right now computer is in diagnostic mode, so therefore it still activates one of them. But once you start the vehicle, and I cannot start it because other computers are not in chain, therefore the throttle is still active, even though the other one is totally dead because it's disconnected, obviously. So let me see if I can get any more codes, because usually you do this when all computers are connected, not just this diagnostic computer and Egas module, just standalone. Let's see if I can get more codes. No, I don't get more codes right now stored because other computers are not connected. So I'm gonna clear the memory later on. Now what can we do next? We can do another thing. I'm gonna unplug the main one, plug in the secondary one, right? So let's try to do that. Now here we are. So now I unplugged the primary one. Secondary one is already off because it was unplugged, so both of them are off now. Let's see if we got fault memory stored for that. Might have to restart the module though. But you see the fault memory is not stored. So what we're gonna do, we're going to restart the computer. I'm going to shut the power to it. There's your module right here. I'm gonna just reach for the power. Okay, just restarted the computer, and because the primary one is disconnected, secondary one will not activate. So let's see if that's would store any kind of faults. Might take a little bit to get diagnostic to communicate back to Egas. I really don't do these experiments on the bench, but just figured I'll try to do this live just to see if I can show anything. This is usually done on the vehicle, but what you saw before, the readings, they came up right. Everything came up properly. Let's hope it's going to connect now. The Egas module to diagnostic module. So right now we only have code coming for probably old memories. I guess it didn't register yet because still only codes come up for secondary throttle actuator, not the primary. Well, I can try to do it again. Okay. Right now it's off. I can hear it come on, but obviously without primary throttle it is not going to activate. Okay, so let's see if I can get back into menus where I can just try to read it again. Actually, I should do this maybe. And diagnostic, yes, I know. And then let's see, and diagnostic, gasoline engine, and let's connect back to it. Let's see. It's curious, actually. I'm curious myself what's gonna happen here, because I usually don't do this. But yes, it does take a while. Pretty much the same thing. Nothing has changed. So these codes remain where they are. Not enough time. So I'm not going to just sit here all day try to get the codes in. Just wanted to do a quick test, see what happens. I'll plug in the primary one again. So here we have both throttles connected right now. Reset the unit. Shut the power off. I reset the unit just now, and now on both throttles, good working throttles are connected. Unit re-energizes itself and everything is good to go. But so you see, that might make me think that this code was stored in your car with your throttles. See, that's what it seems like it. So that's my thought about this. Since I don't have the cars and I cannot see both throttles and everything connected together, then Jesus, it's in my throat. Since I don't have your car, and I cannot diagnose it. Looking at the throttles and playing around with it, so I can't say 100%, but trying to do my best here to show you what's going on. But that's probably what it is. So pretty much same code. See, the module itself, that's the given, and then potentiometers on the passenger side. So let's see if we can erase it. I want the clear code, so switch ignition on off. Let's see if I can. It's usually it bugs. Alright, so shut it off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, let's put ignition back on. Now it's gonna go into the air and stuff. So, but I just want to I want to clear the module when you get it. See, right now it's stuck because my diagnostic module, the diagnostic laptop, the multiplexer is on the same power supply as the Egas, so not a greatest solution, but it is what it is. So let me just go from the beginning. That's multiplexer is on the same power line, so every time I shut off the power to Egas, then multiplexer shuts off too, so there might be a problem. Really clearing codes. I'm not gonna use multiplexer right now. Just want to show that I want to see if code's cleared. Okay, signal was sent, so I reset the ignition, so hopefully all the codes will be gone, so you have yourself clean module wiped out. If I'm not going to be successful showing it right now, I'm going to just finish this video because it's very, very long. Yes, you see, actually this is pretty good. These two codes will come up whatever, because they usually always come up by pulling the module, and obviously I just killed the whole power to the module, but the other two codes are gone. Okay, I'll try to get rid of them by doing a little different reset in terms of power reset. But as you can see, the other two codes are gone for the passenger side throttle potentiometer. Alright, this is a very long video. I have to cut it down. So you see the situation here. Module, I can totally say there's nothing wrong with your Egas module. Okay, this was a very intensive test because of the intermittent problem, but no, I don't see it being an issue. So issues elsewhere. Alright, so this is all basically. This is Victor at RestoreYourMercedes.com. Thank you for watching.